Hello everyone and welcome to this journey of competitive programming in C++. My name is Anirudh and we'll be starting with the basics of C++ in the very first class. The reason a lot of people do competitive programming is because it's like a hobby. A lot of people play football, some like to read, some like to draw, some like to write. It's nothing more than a hobby. It's not included in the syllabus or in the curriculum of any engineering college that I'm aware of. It basically boosts your mind in various aspects like problem solving or making strategies or whatever it may be. Let's not get into the gibberish. It's just a hobby to say the least. It's a very good hobby. And why C++? Why not any other language like Java, Python? Yes, you can use any language of your choice. You can use Java, Python, JavaScript, or if you're good enough, you can even use assembly as well. But the thing is, oops, I've closed that tab. Yeah. But the thing is, C++ is the fastest programming language. Let me show you one moment. Yeah. C++ is the fastest programming language. I've just taken a comparison for calculating pi through Leibniz formula, but it's very fast. You get the estimate right here. You can use Java, you can use Rust, you can use Go, you can use Python, you can use JavaScript or whatever you prefer for competitive programming. But a lot of people prefer C++ because it's extremely fast. It's rapid. In competitive programming, speed's the name of the game. Okay, so you have to be fast. That's why a lot of people prefer C. Now, uh, if I write hello world, there is some output that is being displayed to me and to you as well. You can see this hello world, right? And if I take this notepad, if I write hello world, I can see hello world here as well. So what's the point of programming? I can just do 2 times 2 equal to 4, 2 times 3 equal to 6, and so on and so on and so forth. Why do I need programming is the question here. The reason behind programming is that you want to make your process a bit faster. That's it. I can do basic stuff like if I want to send a text to someone, I don't use a program. Uh, if I want to write a letter to my friend, I don't use any kind of programming language, right? I don't use any kind of programming language if I want to communicate to someone because I can do that. I can do that better than a robot, and I know that. So that's why I don't use any language for that instance. Thus, tasks which require a lot of you know a lot of, I'd say, simulation and a lot of mental toughness. Not mental toughness as in perseverance, patience, but if I were to ask you to do 22333 divided by 1 to some random number, unless and until your name Srinivasa Ramanujan, I don't think you'll be able to pull it off at any stage of your life. So that's why we need programming languages. What makes this code editor and this code editor? Because this is not a code editor, this is a code editor, and this is a text editor. Notepad is a text editor. I can write text here as well. What makes a difference? The thing is, there is a compiler installed behind this text editor, and the compiler that we use is called GNU. GNU stands for GNU Combined Compiler, and GNU stands for GNOS. Sorry, it's not GNU, it's GCC. GCC stands for GNU Combined Compiler, and GNU stands for GNOS, not Unix. Unix again here is a programming language. Geno has no name. It's very random. The guy who had invented this was very random with this, so don't ask me its meaning. Or if you have any curiosity as such, you can just surf it on the internet or something. Okay, so before further ado, we'll dive deep, not deep, but we'll explore a few basics of C++. So as I said, there is a compiler here in this code editor. How do I use that compiler? I use it by including header files iostream.h. But this is not C, okay? You just use a single header file and it's called hash include bit/stdc++.h. There, this is called as a universal header file. because it includes each and every header file that you can imagine of. It includes math, it includes vector, it includes string, blah blah blah, ASCII, whatever it may be. There is no feature as such in C. You do not have a universal header file in C. And yeah, this already gives C++ a head start on basis on comparison to other programming languages. So this is the only header file that you will use throughout the whole of this playlist, throughout the whole of competitive programming. But as each coin has two sides, bits slash stdc plus plus dot h also has two sides. It is very slow. It's quite slow, but it gets the job done. That's what you need. You want to get the job done. You don't want to type math.h, vector.h, whatever it may be. You don't want to waste your time. You'd rather waste your time in compiling this rather than, typing that much. And I already have a snippet. I have a snippet here. So if I just include that snippet, yeah. The reason we use namespace stds is std, otherwise you would have to, use this namespace. I'll I don't want to dive deep into this, but I'll give you just a brief intro of what bits is. Bits doesn't hold any meaning. There's no meaning to this. This is just a folder in the GNU. That's it. It has all the header files included. This has no full form. This has nothing in relation to um, you know uh, anything that you think of. This has no meaning. This holds no meaning. It's just a folder that's in GNU, and it's used to include all the header files. And now you need to type these two. You need to get accustomed to these two sentences. Hash include bit slash std c++ dot h using namespace std. And of course the int main, the main function. The program starts from the main function. You can define any function like I'll take int something. You can define any function here, but the program always starts from the main function. This is the very basics of C or C++ programming. So let's actually begin. In C, we have printf. You can actually use printf here as well. If I type printf hello world, let's see what happens. Will it run or not? Compilation has started. If I just wait, 1, 2, 3, I just control slash R, compilation has started, executed. Hello world. I don't want to include the test cases, but you can see here, I don't think you can see here, it has printed me hello world. That's my output. I didn't give any input. Don't concentrate on this or this point. Just look here. It has printed me hello world. And now, if a printf and scanf works here. I can use scanf as well. But there is another method. It's called cout. Hello world. And let's control slash R. 1, 2, 3. Let us giving some input. And as you can see, it has printed me hello world here. I can use printf or cout. The reason I use cout or anyone uses cout is because it's smaller. I don't have to type printf. Again, it's all about comfort at this stage. What you prefer more. If you prefer print, you can use printf. If you use cout, that'd be better. And the reason you put this is to imply that you're using this function cout. C in cout stands for console out. Console, not console out. So uh, that's about it. Remember to put these two arrows so that it executes this particular function of cout. The way that I remember is it's out, right? So it's always pointing outwards, not inwards. So that's how I remember this. And if I want to print multiple lines, I go cout uh, another line like this, what's good, and I go another line, hello, and that's how I do it in cout using cout. Control uh, hello, what's good, and it's printed. But I want this to have some space here. You see, this has no space. So what I do in this case is I be clever and I add a string like this. So it gives some space. I add it here as well. It gives some space, and I press Control Shift R. And hello world, what's good? And if I want to go to the next line, I type NL, and it goes to the next line. Control Shift R. See, it goes to the next line after this. So the basic things, the first thing that you have learned is cout and then NL how to use NL, and now we'll be talking about cin. But to use any variable, I need to define it. This is a basic rule: int a, int b. Cout, enter the value of a. Cin, cin is the opposite a. Cout, the value of sorry, let's take enter the value of b. Cin, b. Cout, the sum of both is, and I'll make another a plus b. Let's see if we'll get any error here or not. Let's see. And enter the value of a, enter the value of e. It's giving me some garbage value. So what could be wrong here? The thing is, you cannot use anything as like in printf. You, as you have declared the uh, percentile d. This is what you call as your um, the percentile is a format specifier. So this whole statement could be called as a format specifier because d uh, it basically indicates an integer, right? It indicates an integer. So you do not have any format specifier here. So I'd prefer you to not use this. So store it in some another variable. Let's say in C. Let's say C. Int C equal to a plus b. Let us Control Shift R, and it's giving me some garbage value again. Control Shift R. Wait. Yeah. So I only need 2, not 3. My bad. The sum of both is 3. That's it. I just go and L here. That gives me a better clarity. I've given input here. So if you're wondering why it's not asking me for input here, enter the value of A, enter the value of B, I've given input here, and that's one of the advantages of what you call CP editor. Practice a lot in this cin and cout format. Okay, cin, cout, as I said, it's going outwards. The arrows are going outwards, and cin, the arrows are going inwards. That's how you remember it. And you know the different data types: int, float, char, the double, and bool. Fun fact: in bool, let's take bool d equal to 0. Let's see what's our output. Control Shift R. Wait, wait. Let's go cout. The value of d is, let's see, 0. And if I go with 1, it's 1. So what basically happens? Why am I using the word bool? In C++ or C, 0 is false, everything else is true. That's what you need to remember in Boolean data type. If I type a string like hello world, it's going to print that, no issues. Wait, I didn't save it. As I said, everything else is true apart from 0. So if I type 0, it's false. If I type like, let's say 7, 8, 7, 8, 9 or something, it's always true. Everything else is false apart from 0. You can see here. Okay, so and that's about Boolean and data types. Difference between incrementing. Yeah, this is fun. Okay, let us take a equal to 9, b equal to 8, int, and we'll print cout a plus plus. Let's see what's going to happen. It's going to give me another. Wait, I forgot a semicolon. It's going to give me 9, but as you can see, it has given me 9 here. But if I type plus plus a, what's going to happen? It's given me 10. So why did a plus plus give me 9? And let's type it here, cout a plus plus a. Wait, that wasn't my intention. NL, it's giving me 11 and it's giving me 9. What's going on? So basically the difference between a plus plus is that first stores value of a, then increments. Now you might be asking me, why isn't it incrementing? Because I just stored the value of a here. I'm not incrementing here. Now if I just print after this cout, if I after this, if I print let's see out, if I print a, it's going to give me 10. Watch, Control Shift R. See, it's going to give me 10. But in place of a plus plus a, it wait, sorry, this is a wrong comment. In place of plus plus a, it first increments, then gives me the value of a. Now you might be asking, why did I get 11 here? Because a is already 10, 10 it increments again and then it gives me 11. So in this step it's 9. This has not incremented it. This particular statement, this particular chunk of code has not incremented it. This has only stored. This has only wait. I can't. Yeah. This has only stored for incrementing. It has not incremented yet. Not incremented yet. It has only stored for incrementing. If I type a again after this stage, after this particular stage, in this next line here is incremented. Anything after this line a is incremented, and that's how a plus plus works. But in plus plus a, here itself, here itself a is incremented and given. That's how it works here. Okay, so I hope you understood the difference between plus plus a and a plus plus. Let me just, yeah, and boom. And now that you have learned the difference between plus plus a and a plus plus, I hope you're comfortable with it. uh, And now characters, yeah, char, char is a, and double, you can use double char as well, ABC, whatever you want. And the very, like, a new topic, ASCII. Why do I need ASCII? ASCII is basically like, you might have heard about A is equal to 1, B equal to 2, C equal to 3, then find value of A times B times C, A times B times B times C, or what is value of A, D, E, F, right? You might have heard questions like this in aptitude or problem solving. Similarly, ASCII defines some value, ASCII defines some value to characters so that it becomes easier for me to calculate in questions which involve alphabets or characters, nothing more than that. Okay, so if I like, there's a spy and there is a code in some pattern. ABC means 12 and BDC means 14. Now what is the value of XYA? Here we use ASCII functions to get to assign the value of ABC, BDC, and then find the value of XYA if they are following the ASCII format. ASCII is basically a format. Let me show you. You have all these formats. Basically a starts from 65 and space, there's all these values assigned. You don't need to mark up, but you need to know that a starts from 65 and small a starts from 97. This is the row that you need to learn. This is used for encryption while coding. If you want to encrypt something, encrypt means to hide, encryption means to like means to hide. So that's it, that's about it, and that's it for today's class. If you have any doubts, like the code editor which I use, how do I set it up, what do I do, blah blah blah, any doubts, you just ask me in the comment section and I'll answer them. Thank you, bye.